美月は第二段階に入ったようね。前に言ってたでしょ。あの子は自らは光になれない。けれど太陽が照らしてくれれば月光となって闇を照らす。
今は心から思うんだ。
What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Ace, Operative, and today, people, I will be reviewing Boruto Naruto Next Generation, episode 73, The Other Side of the Moon. This episode was beautiful. I loved it from start to finish. In the beginning of the episode, where the elders had a talk with the 5th, the 6th, as well as the 7th Hokage, which is Naruto, they talked about Naruto's actions of hiding Mitsuki in the village, not revealing that he had taken in a child of Orochimaru. The elders had scolded Naruto for what he did. The elders, as well as Tsunade, they all scolded him for doing that. And they reminded Naruto, have you not forgotten what he did to this village? They kept on bringing that up to Naruto, and I'm like here thinking to myself, bro, one, you guys can forgive this man for his incident. Two, I understand why you're mad, because I feel like they think a leopard never changes his spots, meaning Orochimaru cannot change. They have Orochimaru as a freaking criminal, dog, forever in their heads because of what he did to the village. So it feels like to me they cannot see this man changing. However, because Naruto is Naruto, bro, thought about it once again. Because let's be honest, let's think about this from Naruto's standpoint. This is the dude that in Naruto's head back in the day took Sasuke away from him. Y'all remember how angry Naruto was. The sucker went into a four-tailed state and went toe-to-toe with Orochimaru. He hated Orochimaru. But this Naruto knows that people can change, so he was willing to give Orochimaru another shot. And the elders just couldn't understand that. And even Kakashi agreed with Naruto on what he did. It wasn't right for him to hide that fact, but he agreed that Naruto's intentions was still good. He also thought having Orochimaru as an ally, he would be able to do more good for the village than for Orochimaru to continually to be by himself. And then when Konohamaru showed up to talk to Naruto where he wanted to go on the search in order to bring Mitsuki back, but his intentions wasn't right, because at the same time when he found out that Mitsuki was a child of Orochimaru, Konohamaru flipped, bro. He didn't take that right, because in Konohamaru's head, he was taking care of the child whose parent killed his grandfather, bro. Think about that. Imagine taking care of a child whose parent killed your grandparent, bro. Think about it from that standpoint. Think about the emotion which Konohamaru was going through. By him knowing that now, he doesn't know how to respond. And that's why Naruto kept that from him. He wanted Konohamaru to treat Mitsuki as he would treat any other student under his care, and that is by being a teacher, a role model to his team. Naruto didn't want Konohamaru's feel a different type of way, because he's literally taking care of a child whose parent had killed his grandfather. Team Oegi, which consists of the new Inoshikacho, which is Inojin, Shikadai, and Chocho. This was where they were given permission to go after Boruto and Sarada to bring them back to the village. Now, as Boruto and Sarada drew near Orochimaru's hideout, which was guarded by Yamato and some of the Jonin, Sarada had transformed herself into Mitsuki so that she would be able to lure them away, so Boruto would be able to infiltrate Orochimaru's hideout. I love the fact that the Jonin didn't notice that it was a transformation, because if Intel had reached Yamato, right, because we saw that in the very intro of the episode where Yamato was talking to Orochimaru. I'm surprised that Yamato did not realize it was a transformation jutsu because they transformed into Mitsuki having the headband. Where when Mitsuki had left the village, he didn't have the headband. So it would have gave away that they were chasing someone transformed as Mitsuki. But the moment Boruto found a Mitsuki clone, this is what threw me for a loop, bro. When Boruto found that out, I mean, when he came to the realization that Mitsuki was created here, like, it was hard for him to believe that Mitsuki was created, because he thought he was a human being like him and Sarada and everybody else. But for him to see now that Mitsuki was created, it just blew this dude's mind back, bro. And this is what I find just crazy about Orochimaru, bro. My man Orochimaru planted a curse mark inside Mitsuki, knowing that if anyone found out about Mitsuki being what he was, he would be triggered to explode, so that they would not be able to, I guess, dissect him and find out like about Orochimaru's research. And Orochimaru had said that his research would be safe. I'm just like, he's saying, so you're telling me you allowed your creation to experience all of this stuff, and then you were worried if someone was to find out, you would have them be destroyed so that so that no one would be able to find out what you were doing. That's some jacked up sense of logic, bro. Orochimaru he's still a freaking scientist at the end of the day. Boruto wanted to ask Orochimaru, did he know anything about Mitsuki and on why did Mitsuki leave the village? And Orochimaru told him straight, I don't even know. And when Orochimaru had talked about Mitsuki, he had talked about he had went into his second stage. And he went further to say that Mitsuki cannot become the light by himself. But if the sun shines on him, he will be able to shine like the moonlight. And then he went even further with his talk with Log. Perhaps he felt the need to understand the true nature of that moonlight. So, this is how I feel. This is how I interpret it, right? Boruto is the sun, obviously, because, you know, he's been talking about that for a long time. But let's not forget, Mitsuki's a symbiotic human. Orochimaru created him. This is where I'm... Now, keep in mind, this is where I'm going with this. Because Mitsuki is a symbiotic human, he does not understand right from wrong. I feel like that's what Orochimaru meant when he said he cannot become the light by himself, because he doesn't know what the light is. That means, you know, light is the side of good. He does not know how to become good. It was only when he was with Boruto that he got a true glimpse of that. And now this is starting to make sense to me. When Mitsuki started to see what it was like to be around Boruto, being around the light, he had started to like think. This was what he started to think for himself. I feel like. Now him thinking for himself, he wanted to do his own thing. Remember when Orochimaru and Log had given Mitsuki a choice on whether to help Log by taking out Orochimaru, which was the test now. This was the test. When Log and Orochimaru backed Mitsuki into a corner, asking, you know, which side you're going to take. Are you going to take Log's side or are you going to take Orochimaru's side? They did this in order for them to get Mitsuki to think for himself. Now, keep that in mind. Think about a reason why Mitsuki's doing this. I feel like, to me, that Mitsuki is now doing the same type of thing over. He's been with the light. And by him leaving the village, and it seems like he's walking in the darkness, he felt the need to understand the true nature of that moonlight. Because I personally think Mitsuki hasn't gone rogue, if that's the prospect. I bet Mitsuki is on their side to gather intel. He wants to know what it's like to walk in the darkness, but not to say that Mitsuki has, turned his back on the leaf. I think Mitsuki wants to know, like, what it's like to be on the dark path. So by doing that, he's able to come to his decision so that he is able to be his own person. Long story short, I think Mitsuki is going to betray whoever it is in which he's working for. But I love that we saw another cameo of Karin, and when Karin met up with Sarada. Yo, this review, holy snot, it feels like it is so out of place. I've never done like a real breakdown of an episode before. Usually I just go through the freaking episode and just treat it, okay, I just express my thoughts. But this episode, bro, it made me want to really think. I'm not saying that this is an analysis, because the amount of editing that I have to do to this video to making sure that my point comes across, it's going to be heavy. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this episode in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching. Operatives, move out.